everyone. I'm Janice Wood, your host for today for Senior Citizens Forum, which is presented by Benefits for You 2 Insurance Services. And at Benefits for You 2 Insurance Services, we specialize in Medicare insurance and we also do health insurance. If you're seeing all these commercials right now for Medicare insurances where they say they're going to save you some money on your Part B premium, be careful when you do that because you're going to lose some of your benefits or not going to be the same. So make sure you ask whoever you're talking to what exactly your benefits are. So depending upon what your needs are, that's what you should be looking at. If you have any questions, we provide free consultations at Benefits for You too, so please give us a call. But today I'm not here to talk about Medicare or health insurance. I'm with someone we've known each other not directly but indirectly for many years. I've seen her at religious services where she's run up and down the aisles. Okay, her name is Jessica Roberts.
Hi.
And I have no makeup on right now for a specific reason.
Yep.
So, and that's because Jessica represents a Arbonne, which is cosmetics, so if you've never been exposed to it, that's who she represents. But what I've had her here for today is for Senior Citizens Forum. I can talk from experience. Our skin changes throughout the years. That beautiful, shiny skin that we used to have and we could wear all the makeup has to be worn differently now, okay? I mean, our skin now has wrinkles, it has deep, instead of...
Not this one though, she doesn't have wrinkles.
Thank you. But people do, okay?
Yeah.
We have different things that show up on our faces.
Yep.
I mean, I know I've had where I've have hair loss, and then now it's on my face instead of on my head.
Just changes locations.
It changes location. Right, because I saw a picture of myself the other day, and I had all this hair, and I'm going, what happened? Okay.
The cycles of life.
The cycles of life, right.
The cycles of life.
And I know from working with seniors and stuff that those women that are still wearing their makeup like they were when they were in their 20s and 30s, it doesn't always look that good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like scary when you see the eyeliner completely lined and you see all the little crevices of the...
We call those piano keys.
Piano keys.
We get them around our mouth too, as we age.
Yeah, definitely. I have them right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we all have them. That same thing for around the crow's feet. Yeah, they're all right there. I mean, I see younger women in their 40s have them. Okay?
Yeah, I happily have them.
You happily have them,
Yeah.
right? Good. It means you've had a good, challenging life.
It means I've had fun in the sun.
Right.
I'm happy. It means I've done a lot of smiling.
Right, and then I know I have a girlfriend that's going to be watching this. Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
And she and I were beach buddies.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Talking about this makes me smile, and I can imagine all of
Okay. And we were out there, believe it or not, in our bikinis. But now I know she's having more trouble with it than I am. We're having problems with the skin because of our beach buddy days.
Yeah. And as we get older, the density of our skin changes.
Right.
When we're younger, it's plumper, we have more collagen, and as we get older, we're using the collagen that we have in our body. So it's really important to replace and rebuild and hydrate.
Hydrate. That's a conversation we were having earlier.
Yes.
I mean, hydrate and moisturizer. There's all kinds of things out there without it.
Yeah.
But first about Jessica, she's been doing this for 8 years.
Gosh, yes, a little over, almost 9. 9 years in June.
Almost 9.
Yeah.
She's a mommy.
I'm a mommy of 2. I have a 4-year-old and a 10-year-old, a 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old, and a 10-year-old, almost 11.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jessica's got her hands into many little different things that she does. But for today's subject, we're going to talk about moisturizing and hydrating. And you're going to watch her teach me how to put my makeup on. So that's why you don't see any makeup on right now.
Well, but first, before we do makeup, the most important thing is to get the skin ready, because we were talking about it earlier. The skin is the largest organ of the body.
Absolutely.
And what we put onto our skin actually absorbs into our bloodstream faster than if we were to eat. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
So about 26 seconds it takes for things to absorb into our bloodstream. So it's really important, and also the absorption is important too. Not all things absorb. I'm sure we've used lotions or put things on our skin, and it feels wet and it doesn't feel like it's hydrating, it's absorbing, it's moisturizing, it just sits on top. So I'm going to talk a little bit first about the company, because I think the company is amazing in the sense of why are we choosing these? Why do you choose these brands, right? And so just to give you a little history, Arbonne has actually been around for about 41, almost 42 years. And I know this because we happen to be the same age. I just aged myself. And it's also a B certified company, meaning that they care about profit, the planet, and the sustainability and the people that go into everything, right? So I love that. Another thing too is that Arbonne is actually meant for people who are sensitive, a lot of sensitive skin. So if you have any sensitivities and you've tried everything, I always say come here and try this for sure. And also if you've tried everything, you want to try it anyways.
Well, I know over the years I've used the brands in the department stores, okay, and because I'm allergic to perfumes, okay, I break out in a rash or I can't breathe, something like that, okay,
very normal.
And it's really hard to work with, and I've seen the makeups progress, and I know the cosmetic industry is humongous.
Yeah, it's a billion.
It's billions of dollar industry,
and it's not regulated.
And
there's no regulations on the makeup industry.
And over the last, I'm going to say the last 25 years, I've used the Arbonne products. Okay, and you're not going to find the Arbonne products in a department store.
No, and the reason is because every product that's in a department store, actually they pay for the shelf space, they pay for so much to be in the store that they actually don't, the quality is lessened, right? Because they want to meet that price point, where these all hit the same price point as something you can buy at Ulta, or I mean it's way less than the stuff that you'd get at Nordstrom's, right? But the quality of what it does and the results are up there with like the high-end companies, because we do not spend all the money putting it into stores. The money goes into the product, into the research and development, and we're able to keep the cost low, which is huge. So,
and one of the things that she was talking about earlier with me is that you can recycle. So that means they're also concerned about the environment.
So you'll see here the B certification, right?
Okay.
So B certified, and you can research this, after talking with us. Companies like Patagonia, Tom's, there's a lot of other food companies now, Cliff Bar, I believe, that are B certified. And again, what that means is that they have went above and beyond other companies to make sure that they're balancing the sustainability, balancing the planet, which is the recycling aspect of this, and then also the people, making sure that it's good for the people too, right? So you can recycle all of your products. You just put it into the box that you got it in, and you send it back to Arbonne, and they actually use TerraCycle, which is a really rad company, and they turn all of this into playgrounds and parks and reuse it.
I think that is so great.
Yeah.
Because they're giving back to the community and trying to help save the earth. And we just had Earth Day.
Yeah, we just had Earth Day.
We just had Earth Day, so that's really, really important. So I'm glad we added that to this.
Yep.
But we talked about, I'm going to have Jessica talk about what is the difference between hydrating and moisturizing.
So the difference between hydrating and moisturizing in my eyes is something actually penetrating and something actually getting deeper, and actually starting maybe from the inside out. So you can moisturize the skin, but I think hydration comes from within. And so there's both sides of that. I know I drink a hyaluronic acid, which helps build my own collagen makeup, but then we also have hyaluronic acid in the products as well.
Explain what that acid is.
The hyaluronic acid is something that our bodies actually produce on its own, and as we get older, or as just environmental, we don't produce enough of it. It's the collagen. So you can also research hyaluronic acid. You'll notice that like micellar water, there's lots of products that are trending at the moment, and they're all pushing the hyaluronic acid. So definitely.
But be careful when you're looking at the trending stuff, because sometimes that trending stuff has way too much sugar in it.
Well, so
I have to add that.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we're talking about food, so I know earlier Janice mentioned that Arbonne, that we're cosmetics, but what the cool thing is we're actually mind, body, and skin. So we focus on the whole person, and everybody is so different. So there's so many different things. This is just a catalog that we have. We have over 400 products that stem from nutrition to health, body care, hair care, baby care, men, women, I mean, everybody. So anything that you need, I would say Arbonne is a great place to start, especially because of, like she was saying, you have to be careful when you're shopping for brands. And I love when you know what the company is about and what they stand for. It makes things easier.
Yeah. Totally easier. And when she said they have products for men, women, I also saw in my grandchildren had some Arbonne products.
It's the best. I won't put anything else on my babies.
Yeah, okay.
So I started this when my son was 2.5.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I have a 2-year-old grandson.
Oh,
and I have to say that he has a 4-month-old brother.
Oh, so cute. I have to get him some Arbonne.
So we're going to talk about starting with skincare. Skincare is so important because as we age, again, the skin becomes thinner. I know I used to have waxing done, and I had to stop the waxing because my skin is now too thin for that.
And depending on what you use too, a lot of people go to the dermatologist and they get retinoids and Retin-A, and that thins the skin as well. So one thing I love about our products is that you almost feel like your skin is rebuilding after using it. I used to have very thin skin as well and have that issue. One thing that I do love is when you prep your skin and you take care of your skin, you actually need less makeup. Makeup should enhance your beauty. It should not be covering things, right?
I think that's so important.
Right?
Yeah.
You should feel good in your skin, just in general, right? I'm wearing a little bit of makeup today. I don't typically, but I love that, when I do, I'm not going to break out tomorrow for the one time I'm wearing makeup, which is what would happen to me back in the day, a long time ago.
But you look at so many people, and I'm going to go back to an older grandchild who come up to me and said, "Have you had Botox yet? Have you had,
all the things,
facelifting yet?" And I'm going, no, it's not even on my radar. Okay?
If you take care of your skin, there's things that you can do, there's movements you can do that will keep everything in place. And I think that's really, it's all about prevention. I think once, it's never too late to start doing something, but it definitely does help when you start earlier. So even if you're the person giving the message and helping someone else, I mean, it's important to learn these things, even if you think you're past that stage, right?
Well, and because we're older, we still need to
feel good.
We still need to take care of that. And as Jessica said, your skin is the largest organ in your body.
Yeah.
And it represents, just like your other organs may not be functioning correctly, your skin cannot be functioning correctly. It still gets plenty of different types of diseases on its own. And when you're younger, the younger kids are worrying about acne and pimples, but now we're worrying about thin skin. The dryness is still there.
And the cracking and the bleeding, I think, is the one thing I remember the most. As we get older and our skin gets so dry, I mean, anything that we touch, right, as we start to crack. And because our skin is the largest organ of the body, and because we need to take care of it, we can get infections anytime we crack. We can have issues anytime. I mean, I just came off of a staph infection from a sliver or a crack, right? So that can happen to anyone, especially depending on how mobile we are, if we're not as mobile. So taking care of our skin will not only make us feel good, but it'll also prevent future things happening. The more elasticity you have, the less dry you are, the less chance you're going to crack, right? Okay. So that's huge.
All right. So we're going to start with the moisturizing. And I've already done
Yeah.
this today, okay? And this is called the Silky Cleanser, which is part of their Age Well, which is for us senior ladies, okay?
Well, honestly, this Age Well line, I recommend anyone, I recommend getting ahead, starting early. Again, it's about prevention.
Right.
We have a line for teenagers, but I would say, anyone in their 20s, pushing 30 should actually start using this line.
Okay.
The cream cleanser is great. It's really silk and soft. You add a little bit of water, you get it foaming in your hands,
Oh, okay.
and then you just wash around. You can have maybe a little damp face, and you can either wash it off or you can actually dry it off with a towel.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you.
I'm learning
Yes,
because I've
yes.
always wet my face and then I put it in my hands and then I put
But
it on
you're
my face and sometimes I get a lather and sometimes I don't.
Yeah, so always
But if I
lather it in
do
your
it
hand.
here,
Mm-hmm. So
Very good.
all products nowadays that are healthier for you, right? That don't have all of the things, that are free of all of the things, they are not going to emulsify the same. The emulsifiers, the things that make it sud up, are the toxic things that we take out of things.
Yeah.
So it's creamier. It will have a sud to it. One pump is more than enough. You can even probably get away with a half a pump depending. But I would just say start with less and then build. I use a pea size amount and I'm good. So this will also take off your makeup as well. It's really great, but we do have makeup remover if you're needing to remove heavy eye makeup as well.
Okay.
So after you're done washing your face, you're gonna move on to, now she's already done this too. So derm results. So we talked about hydration. Hydration is so key. And most people are like, oh, but I have oily skin. I don't wanna put oil, or oh, I have dry. If your skin is too oily or if it's too dry, that is actually a pH imbalance. Did you know that, right?
Okay.
So when we go back to the science lesson, right, of pH, and so the skin actually loves to be at like a 5.5. It loves to be a little bit acidic, just a little bit, not neutral, just a little bit acidic. So all of the skincare works synergistically together. So again, everybody is different, every body is different. So we can mix and match things. So this isn't the set that you would get if I were to recommend a set, but this is mixed and matched to work for Janice.
Okay.
So that is why you reach out to someone like myself. Okay.
Absolutely.
So after you're done washing your face, I love these pads. I'm actually going to show you this, and I mix it and make it easier.
Yeah.
But these pads are amazing. You can use these morning or night. And what these do is they even skin tone. They refine. They take that texture. They even lighten up the dark spots. This packs in so much hydration. I noticed that if I'm starting to break out for whatever reason, maybe I ate something bad, if I use this, it clears up. So a trick with this, when you're using this, is you want to wipe from inward to outward and not do it too hard. You don't want to be abrasive on your skin. You want to go outwards, right? And then you want to go up the neck, right? Always up, right? And then anything left over, you always want to get the tops of your hands.
Yeah.
Right? Because your hands are always in the sun. And so that's where people can see age, is really in your hands.
Right.
So
a lot of women have, or a lot of seniors, doesn't mean it can be man or woman, have a lot of, I don't happen to
because you
have,
put hydration on your hands.
right, but I don't
you
have
can
a
see.
one lot of spots on my hands
So
for my age.
this, and I'm gonna see if it'll work on camera, but I'm just gonna go ahead and drop one drop so that you can see how awesome and how far this goes. And it's not oil, it's a dry oil. It's not wet oily. And I mean, you can see just on the top of my hand how beautiful this is. So what this does is the wrinkles, the lines, it just really helps softens them. It helps with the hydration. Most of the time we are unhappy with our skin because it's actually really dry. It's really, really dry and we don't even recognize it.
I know the other night I didn't do this. Everything felt dry.
Oh yeah.
The skin felt dry.
Yeah.
When I use these little pads, I'm going to show you the little pads in the inside here. I can feel it working on my skin.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're amazing, yeah.
They really do even though. That's the cool thing, is the evening of the skin tone. That you can see her skin looks really like there's nothing on her skin right now.
Nothing.
And so makeup lies better on skin that's hydrated. Makeup doesn't look as flaky and you can't see all the pores if you're using this. It closes the pores.
Right.
I would say this closes the pores.
That closes the pores.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at people like that are younger, Okay. And
Your
you look
hands
at
look really
my
good.
skin's not bad, but you look at the cells are more elongated.
And I can tell just more, like it's thicker.
Right, it's thicker. It's thicker.
Another
Yeah.
thing, like what you just did, you pinched it. People can do that too. So if you're at home watching this right now, just pinch the skin on the top of your hand and see how long it takes to go back down. If it takes a long time, you need more hydration. It's literally telling you, like, okay, so that's that side where I just put that. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Hers
pretty
went
good.
down much faster than mine did.
That's a height, but that's really good because I've actually seen people your age and it does not go down very fast. So that's a fun little test that you could do at home. Okay, so you've
now
washed.
This right here, before we go back to that.
Okay.
This right here, when I first put it on, it feels like a little, I can feel the oil.
Oh,
okay?
yeah,
But then I wait before I go to the next step and let it absorb into my skin.
See, and so you don't have to do that.
Okay.
So that's something you can do if you want to see it. But one thing I love about our products is sometimes they go on better if you do it all wet.
All wet?
Yeah,
Okay.
so the only thing, so you put your cleanser, you wash your face, you dry it.
Right.
And then after that, I do the mist. So have we done mist on you? Can I do mist on you?
Yeah, well, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do I do the mist before I do this?
I say do the mist first.
Okay.
Because then you can wipe it around with this. You know, or, I mean, honestly, it's up to you. Some people are like, well, I want to do the mist after I do that. It doesn't matter. Do it either or, but just do these around the same time.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
kind
I
of
have
whatever
not
you
been
want.
doing that.
Okay, so you're gonna wash, then I mist because then it's just easier for me to remember.
Okay.
And then I do my pads.
You do your pads.
And then what I do is I take my serum and I do serum in my palm. So the serum is what helps the elasticity. There's so many amazing things about this. She has a sensitive serum here. The one that comes with this is also brilliant. I love the serum. If you know serums and you know how amazing they are, the serum is just brilliant.
And I haven't been using this.
Yeah, so you want to use
I
the
did not
serum.
know how to use it correctly.
Yep. So serum and the oil go together. So you can put a squirt of this on your hand and then a drop or a couple drops.
Okay.
And then I do, now you want to keep it off of your eyelid. You don't want serums to come here, otherwise you'll get flaky, dry eyelids. It's a very thin skin. Okay, so so first you wash, you wipe, then you spritz.
Okay.
You use your pads, and then serum. Whatever serum you have, you're gonna mix your oil with your serum.
Okay.
Okay, then after that, you're gonna do your eye cream. There's two different ones that she has here. They're for different things. This one is contouring and lifting. So if you're having the droopy eyelid maybe, and you're feeling like you want to lift it.
I don't know if you can see, right here I have a little bit of droopy eyelid.
So yours is a little lower. So when you're putting on eye cream, the most important thing is that you don't go too close to your eye. It'll absorb up. The most important thing when you're doing eye cream is that you use the ring finger. So you can take a little bit, ring finger, and you go like so, and then you're gonna put it on the zygomatic bone and the occipital bone, okay? So you're gonna go on the bones and you're gonna tap, tap, tap. Now these are the reason you use this finger is because it's the weakest finger, so you're not pressing too hard and pulling your skin.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my, because I haven't done this.
No,
today.
and we need to do the spritz. You haven't done the spritz.
I haven't done the spritz.
So just close your eyes and I'll spritz you. Ready? And I'm gonna spritz. It feels wonderful and light. That's it. Isn't that easy?
Okay.
And then you haven't done serum yet, correct?
I haven't done the serum.
I'm gonna take this just so you have it.
Water bottle. Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna just put it over here so you have it, so you can kind of have a.
Okay. Well.
Let me just make sure. Okay. So then let's go ahead and put a little bit of serum in your hand. So I'm gonna put it here so it holds it.
So here, I don't know if you can see.
And then it already had some in, so I'm just putting a few drops. Some people put this directly just on their skin.
So I just go.
Yeah, do, and put a little bit on your forehead, a little bit underneath.
We all
You don't have to push it in first. Just go ahead and get it on each area.
Just get it on
and then
each
you'll
area.
use both of your hands.
Okay. So I'm going to get it on the right here.
Get it on your chin.
And on the other chin.
And on your nose.
Yeah.
I always go real quick. I go boop, 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 and boop.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we're going to softly, move it around.
Now, do you also put this on your neck?
Yeah. So you can use both hands. You go both because
right now.
it'll actually dry into your hand. Or it'll actually absorb.
Okay.
So, but if you feel it, nice. You can always add a little bit more if you feel like you need more.
Yeah.
And I always say go up if you can.
Go
Remember
up?
that? Go
Yeah.
up.
I remember years ago I was taught to go up and
yeah.
out.
Yeah, we always want to go up and out.
Out.
And so again, if you're feeling like you want more, you can, this is how beautiful it is. Let me just put it right here. You can actually just put it and then go in with it. There you go. And you can put it directly on your skin. So again, your makeup will lie better on your skin if it's hydrated. This will not be oily underneath your makeup.
And I found with my, what I call the extra luggage under my eyes, the bags.
So that
It's
will
right
actually,
when you find your bones.
so this has coffee extract in it, and it actually will help with the darkening, but we're not going to put it underneath our eye. Remember, we're going to put it on the zygomatic
But you
bone.
can feel that bone right there.
Yeah, so it's actually a little bit lower. It's actually like right here
Right
that
in
you
there?
would do it. And you would go here, and then you're going to go here.
Okay.
So it seems lower, and it'll absorb up. So you'll take a little bit on your ring finger, and then go on the top of your hand.
Gone.
Yeah, put it on the top of your hand.
Okay.
It really does absorb, so I just recommend throwing it all in your hand, going like so, like this, and just kind of getting it around. And then there you go. Feels nice, doesn't it?
Now, when you do this, does it help circulate the?
Yeah, they always say like the tapping,
It's going to circulate the blood or something.
yeah, it
bring
does.
More.
It does. I have a face roller, an amethyst face roller,
Right.
that after we're doing some of these steps, you do the face roller.
You do the face.
Yeah. I can tell already. It's really evening out all of that. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's take a little bit of the eye cream and put just so one finger and then dab it onto the other.
So the ring finger.
So the
this finger.
yeah.
Is that
Okay.
enough?
Yeah, for right now. And you're gonna put it on both fingers.
On both.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And you're gonna go boop 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 boop.
Oh,
boop, boop.
I did it the wrong way.
You can use this hand on this side, and then there you go.
I know. I started.
And then so
I go around here.
yeah, and then you can use your
All the
other
way in
fingers
here?
to kind of like go like so. It's a fluttering.
Fluttering. Okay.
And this is just a nice way to get it on there, and it pats it on there. You can use more of your fingers to pat, but they say to use these fingers because it's the lightest finger. With these fingers, see how like you have too much strength in the other ones. So
yeah.
you don't have much strength. It's gonna feel weird at first. It'll be okay. I promise.
Well, if you're like me.
And then you can put a little bit of this one too. So I'll put
Which one are we doing?
So
now?
this one has the coffee extract in it that's going to help with the dark circles.
Okay.
This one is the contouring and lifting. And so, again, just the ring finger there, and then put them in the same spot. Again, I like to use different things just depending on where I'm at in life. Sometimes I'm feeling like the dark circles are happening. Most of the time I use a contouring and lifting because again, I'm working on prevention.
Like for me, I have more dark circles. My dark circles are right here.
Yeah, but you want to be careful. That's going to go into, you don't want to put it on it actually.
Okay, so you
it's
don't want to go in there.
You don't want to go onto it because your eyes will actually burn if you do.
Okay.
So if you put it here, your eyes are going to burn. You want to stop on the zygomatic bone and let it
Okay.
absorb in. There you go.
So that's going to go.
It will. It will all absorb.
All into here.
Yep. It will. Perfect.
Ooh, that's great.
Yeah. And then depending on the time of day, so if you're going to bed, you're going to use just the nighttime, but most of the time we're putting on stuff so we can go out during the day. This, I recommend when you do get this to have the SPF in it. I don't know why yours doesn't. I normally do. But you can get it with SPF or without. So your makeup has SPF too.
Okay.
So again, you're just gonna do a little.
The ring finger again?
I always do ring finger, but you can do any finger, and you just take a little bit, and I just do dot, 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 dot. So dot on your forehead, dot on your cheek. You're gonna want a little bit more. Yeah,
you need to do a little more so they can see.
Yeah, you actually with this, you're gonna take. Let me see here, about this much. Go ahead and take that off my finger. I'm gonna give it to you. You're gonna take a little bit more, and you're gonna, and I just put a dot on my cheek. And then I rub it all around. There you go. I'm gonna put this on your nose.
On the nose. Yeah, somehow I forget my nose.
And you don't want to forget your nose. Okay. And then you can just grab both your hands and just rub it all around nicely. And
Oh, this is really helpful.
Yes. There you
I
go.
always, sometimes we forget this area, and that's for.
There's actually a really great product. It's our lip lip treatment, and so that actually handles the piano keys, and I put that on before I do my lipstick, and it really does plump and makes my lipstick set on my lips much better.
Yeah.
So you don't have to rub it in, but you just want to rub it around. So you want to
Just
rub your forehead,
Okay.
and then it doesn't need to be rubbed in because it will absorb, but you want to get all of this around.
Now,
here.
if this goes in my mouth, that's not gonna hurt me.
If it goes into your mouth, it's okay because it's plant-based. There is nothing in this that will hurt you. And in fact, I love this because when my daughter does get into my stuff, it does end up in her mouth. And
is that your 2-year-old?
well, she was 2 when I first, but she's 4 now.
4, okay.
So how does your skin feel?
Feels good.
Doesn't that feel nice?
It feels, it's got a cooling sensation going on right now.
Yeah. Wonderful.
And anything that's left, I can put on the back of my hands.
Yeah.
Right?
So now you are all set up to do your quick 5-minute makeup.
That's what everyone wants.
Your skin
5
looks
minutes.
great. It looks wonderful. Beautiful.
And I've always been an eyebrow freak.
Yes.
And I don't have the microblading like so many people have.
So we literally are just putting this out as if, you just opened up your makeup thing, you're gonna sit at your house, right? Because not everyone has all of their stuff always out, right? So we're just gonna kind of put some stuff out here. So different things that I use first. I always use a primer when I'm putting on my makeup. So what I do is I put my primer on my hand, like so. I'll go ahead and put it right here for you. All my makeups, my primer, my CC cream.
So you can see the primer.
Yep. And so what I recommend doing is putting that all around. And what this is going to do is it's going to fill in all of the little microfiber areas and lines so that when you put your makeup on, it's going to sit.
Okay, so do you do this with both hands also?
I do just like that, just like you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm doing
And you don't have to rub it in. It's very silky and smooth.
And this stays out of the eye area.
It won't. Yeah, it's perfect. It won't go into.
No, I'm on the other side.
I put it maybe like on my eyelid, around my eye.
Yeah, because that's where I notice the changes.
So now I love this stuff as even like a moisturizer. It actually has GABA in it, which is a plant-based Botox. So if you use it every single day, it'll help you not get wrinkles, which is fabulous. And it's so smooth, huh?
Yeah, it feels really good.
Isn't that interesting? I didn't understand primers prior. Let me go ahead and grab, I think you didn't have the CC cream. I remember they were out of it when we were ordering for you. So I want to show what I would do next is my CC cream because I focus on hopefully I didn't make that too loud. I focus on a 5-minute makeup. So, and especially because you don't have SPF with your skincare,
right?
This is my shield from the environment.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it has a broad spectrum of 30, and it's like BB cream. People go and buy BB cream, right? So I'm gonna put a little bit so you can see, and again, I put everything always on the top right here. And so it's very little that will actually work on your whole face.
What's the difference between this and?
Okay, so it's lighter. So you can,
lighter. Okay.
You'll be able to see. So go ahead and put this one on first, and you'll put it on one part of your cheek so you can see the difference too.
Okay. Now, one of the things I was in reading, because I always like to read, okay, that they were saying that we grew up using powders, okay, and as we get older, I'm gonna now use the other one.
Right on top of it.
Right on.
Well, just to see the coverage. So you can see that, so this one is more coverage, where the other one, so this one is more makeup-y.
Right.
Where this one will lay on your skin and it will be even and it will do all the things, but it won't be makeup-y.
Makeup-y.
Do you have a sponge? Do you use a sponge?
No, I don't have a sponge.
Okay. So what I would do is I would move this around.
Okay.
Like so. Go ahead and close there. And let's see. So I personally, I'm going to show just kind of right here. This right here is the CC cream that we're using.
Right.
And so the CC cream is just a light, and so you'll notice it starts off dark. I always get the lips a little bit so that you can't see the difference. There you go. So, I mean, see, there's lots of coverage in this.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So it's just a matter of what it's doing. So the coverage from this is just makeup.
Okay.
and an SPF of 15. So this does have protection. Whereas the CC cream has a primer in it. It has it's like a 10 in 1.
A 10 in 1.
It has other things that give back to your skin. So some people just want makeup and some people want the BB CC cream.
So before we go too much further,
Yes.
I've been fortunate. I don't have a lot of reds
Correct.
on my face, but
The
I do
CC.
have some spots, and I think I have some coverages. I think this one.
So this
That's
is
an old
yeah.
one.
So the I like to use this when I'm doing my eyebrow so that I can shape my eyebrow. Like when
Okay.
so you could use it around your eyebrow or if underneath your eyes. This would be great for like circles, dark circles.
Okay. And one of these.
This is lipstick. Oh, primer. So this is a makeup primer.
Okay.
So close your eyes for me. So what this will do is you want to close your eye and you want to put this on like so, and then you want to keep your eye closed. What it's going to do when your eye is closed, it's filling in all of the little wrinkles on the eyelid, right? I'm going up with it here. And then I'm just flattening it out with my finger. And so what we'll do is we'll show you the difference of setting your eye makeup with it and without it. So you can see how beautiful.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is eye primer for makeup. And what I like to show people, and I'll show you here just on my hand. Go ahead and keep putting that on your. So I'm going to show you how this works. Hopefully you'll be able to see it here. It's one of my favorite ways to show it. Let me go ahead and grab my palette really quickly here. And I'll just grab a brush. Okay. So the reason one would use the eye primer is because makeup sometimes doesn't always sit well on the eyes and it's hard to get it on the eyes. Wouldn't you agree sometimes?
Yeah.
To do your makeup? And you can see, even just looking in the mirror, you can see how the primer's flat. See how it looks flat on there? Now watch this. I'm just gonna do colors. You're gonna see where the primer is and where the primer isn't.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
See that? What do you see? What does it do for you?
I'm seeing a difference. This is darker and this is lighter.
So what it does is it helps pick up the pigment.
Okay.
Whereas if you don't have it, you wouldn't have the pigment, and it also fills in all the little cracks. See how even that looks?
Oh, right.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Isn't that neat? So it's just, it picks it up better. So for instance, I'll just give you like what I would do for an eye. Okay, we have great palettes. There's all different colors depending on your skin tone. So, you know, you can mix and match. One thing that I love about Arbonne is you pick stuff online, there's a 90-day money back guarantee. So anything that you buy, if it doesn't work out for you, you just call them. They will send you out, like let's say you get this, right? And it's not the right color for you. All you have to do is call them and say, you know what, this isn't the right color. I want to try like a shade lighter. They'll just send it to you. If that one doesn't work, they might send you another one. If that one doesn't work, then you have to send them back and then they'll send you a whole other one. But they're really, really awesome at making things work. Okay, so, right, colors, I'm gonna use, it doesn't have it right under there. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna use the Nectar on your bottom lid. And it's just a little bit of, I know sometimes depending on when you get older, you might not like the shimmery stuff as much, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Some people, I hear it all
I
differently.
stopped wearing the eyeshadows because I was going, I'm not putting it on right.
So you always want to put like that lighter color just on the eyelid, and then what I do is I go in, we have a lot of the same tones, so I'm going to use what I would use, which is this flower color, and I turn the brush so that it's long, and I want the long side to go in the crease, so, or where I want it to look like the crease is, right? And then, I don't know if we'll be in the camera as much, I hope, but I'm just bringing it down and making like a crease here.
Yeah. I hope everybody is seeing this.
Let's see, go ahead and open for me. And go, oh, that's perfect, stay right there. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Okay, let me go right down here, give just some depth. Okay, go ahead and check that out and you can see just a little bit of depth.
Oh my goodness. What this is doing is trying to make my eye look larger, right?
What it does is it gives the illusion that your eye is more open.
Okay.
And then you take a lighter color, whatever, that might be, and you go right above that other spot. And then I usually blend them in a little bit more. Okay, so I always say do your eyes first. Like you do your face and then do your eyes. Because right now then you can do your eyebrows. Some people like to do their eyebrows first and then set it up, but I think, you know, just depending, because you're going to be building your eyebrow.
Right.
Now you have, look at your lid, look at how beautiful that is.
Yeah. And it's made this eye looks a little larger and this eye.
So then what I do, and I'm going to do one side, I guess, so we can see the difference.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that and then we'll finish it. Yeah. You're good to go. Okay. So she also got the brow gel recommended by me because I love the brow gel. And so I use brow gel first. And I feel like what it does is it's going to bring up the hairs that you do have. Like maybe you have some hairs, maybe you don't. But we're going to go ahead and...
Now, I like a conversation we were having earlier saying that your eyebrows are not twins.
Yeah, your eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins. Don't try to confuse them. They don't need to be
exactly alike.
They do not need to be exactly alike.
Yeah, because I know with my eyebrows, the one that she's working on, this eyebrow has got curly hair like the rest of my hair, and the other one is perfectly straight.
So this is just with the gel. Let me get it better here.
Now, should you draw a line where you want it to go?
So what I'm doing is I'm just going up where it would be, and then I kind of go down. So you can look this way. That's just a little bit, right?
Okay.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So it's gonna start like that, and then I come in with the pencil, and typically there's another smaller side, but that went somewhere.
I know exactly where.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm just gonna come through with the brush part and get the hairs kind of more up.
Yeah.
And then I come in with the pencil part and I actually shape it then. So some people do it the other way, but I do it this way. And I learned, and then I fill in all the areas that are not there. See, what do you think?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I wasn't doing too bad on my own.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Now, I noticed with your eyebrows, you've gone a little bit higher with...
My eyebrows are a whole nother story. I haven't went and done anything in so long. I've been busy being a mom, and so the last thing I can even think about is to make an appointment for myself.
Right.
So I just kind of create, I just do what I have. So I think, I took your natural brow and I just accentuated it.
Okay, because I know I hear women talking about, well, I've overplucked them over the years, so I have no eyebrows.
Yeah.
I'm really fortunate because I do have eyebrows.
Yeah, you do. You have good. And if you don't, then you're just going to be drawing that in a little bit more, and you're going to flutter this. You're going to use it in a flutter stroke going up to give hair, the look of hair. So this will grab onto the little tiny hairs we all have. I'm sure if people don't have hairs, they still have some peach fuzz.
Yeah.
Right? So if you want to draw first your line and then come through and do this and stay in, you can. Again, that micellar water that I was talking about earlier, I love it, or I like it better for this kind of, for the touch-ups.
Right.
Like I use it on my eye for the touch-ups. It looks good though. And then I haven't even done the eye yet, you know?
The eye, yeah.
So do you typically wear an eyeliner, or do you typically just do mascara?
I know, I actually, it depends upon what I'm doing.
It's right here.
But I've always I've always used an eyeliner, and I noticed probably about 20 years ago when I used a liquid eyeliner, it looks terrible because it gets in all the little cracks. So I know the pencil is better for us senior women.
And I'm using I'm using a silver, more of a gray.
Yeah.
And I noticed that you have black, and I think black is great. But if you're looking for more of an everyday color, I recommend that you go brown or more of a gray. This is, for me, black is nighttime. For me, black is going out.
Okay.
You know, just because it's so, but I do love doing both.
Black is more harsh.
Black is pretty harsh. And again, it's great for going out. One of my favorite hacks is to use powder.
Right.
And to use an angled brush, which I have.
I have one in the other room.
if that's
tough.
okay.
But one of the things on eyebrows, as I said, my eyebrow over here is really curly and they get long, and I go in and cut them.
Oh yeah, on the top, you go towards the top of them and cut
Right.
them. Yeah, that's
And
good
I
to
will
do.
cut. On this one, there's the eyebrows are straight, but I still cut them.
Yep.
When
I
they get
love
long.
your eyebrows right now. They look great. I'm gonna take the branch, the darkest color that's on here. You'll see it's the bottom shade right here. And I'm gonna use that as an eyeliner for you today. And I'm gonna show you why. I think it's a little bit more subtle.
Okay.
It's not as bam. Go ahead and you can open your eye actually. Just keep it as open as you can. Beautiful. Look up for me. There you go. There's a trick, but I don't know it.
Yeah, but if I go and do it, it's going to look the same.
Yeah, go ahead and close your eye. Okay, you're blinking for me. There we go. So what I do is, the trick is what's nice about the powder is you actually only just have to touch it. You don't really have to do anything else, and it will look so beautiful. Okay, go ahead and open.
Okay. Whoa, I like that. Looks really good. Boy, I don't know if the camera's picking up, but there's definitely a difference between the two eyes.
Yeah, yeah, and it's nice and it's subtle, and then you can play and get deeper into here. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. I mean, it's a little, and then you would grab your Q-tip and, get and fix.
Right.
I can tell you, this one I always do perfect. This one I make a mess every single time, but I get a Q-tip with the micellar water, and I just go on top, and it doesn't take off all the makeup. It just takes off that one spot.
Okay, what a great idea.
Okay, so go ahead and
Now-
close. Let me get some of this off here, right here. Again, I don't have my Q-tips, but you want Q-tips?
I have Q-tips.
Yeah, I probably have them over here too. Let me
Yeah,
see.
but I have to go find,
It's funny because I had all of my Q-tips sitting out, and oh, here's some.
You got a Q-tip right there?
Yeah.
Because I have to go to completely.
Again, so a lot of this is just, it's so easy
So
to
that's
do.
the eye.
This is the eye makeup remover.
Right, okay.
Easy on the eyes, and you just go over very lightly. If you do it anymore, you're gonna take stuff off. So there you go. You can see it's a little bit more even.
Very nice.
You can do a bottom line if you want. If you're gonna do the bottom line, I don't recommend that you go all the way across. Go ahead and look up for me. If you're gonna do a bottom line, I just like very, very little. Just right at
I
the
just like that very simple. Now I
edge.
know.
Like that. Very little.
Oh, that's perfect.
See what I mean?
Yeah, because I notice that you see people trying to get the wing.
It's too much. It's too much makeup. That's not
It's
how we
too
look.
much makeup.
It's not how we look unless you're on a camera all day long. It's just not how we look.
Right, and heavy makeup is for camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I have heavier makeup on today
Yeah.
because knowing that we were on
Do
camera.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you look up. Okay. Perfect. So a trick to getting your eyelashes longer, if you are wanting to build, is to have powder close by. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on the eyelash, and then I'm gonna take powder, which I have mine. So I just use a translucent powder. I always recommend having a translucent powder. It's very helpful. You'll just put it on the edge of your brush, look up for me, and you'll put a little bit of powder just on the edge, like so. And then you're gonna come back in and do another round. And this is gonna build and make it
How
longer.
clever.
Okay, so go ahead and look up for me.
Now I know that the eyelashes are not the same for both of my eyes. The one you're working on, I think it gets more clumpy.
So my trick is grab the back of your earring.
Okay.
Grab the back of your earring and literally come in and unclump them.
Okay, so you could take like a safety pin and do that.
That's a little bit more dangerous. But go ahead and look
Yeah.
at your eyeball. Look at how beautiful your eyes look.
Oh my goodness. I don't have to go get some fake eyelashes.
You don't need to. You can just do this.
No, that looks so good. And it's natural looking.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then you can finish up with, a little bit of blush. I know that you have your palette here. Let's go ahead and show. You also got the blush. I also believe in a soft lip. Let's let's see, I think we put it back in here.
Because I always try to get the blushes to what's going to look good with whatever I have on.
Yep. And as we get older too, you know, our lips get really dehydrated. I remember, you know, taking care of my aunt. The one thing that she always loves from Arbonne is our chapsticks.
Right.
And that's huge, you know, the medications that we're on, all the breathing that we do through our mouth. And as we get more bedridden, as we get older, it just becomes so prevalent that we need really good lip care. And Aquaphor and all of those things are they have Vaseline in it, and it's actually a byproduct of gasoline. Petroleum is actually illegal and banned in most other countries except for the US. And it actually does not absorb into our skin. It sits on top like a saran wrap.
Okay.
And so all of our products do not have mineral oil in it. There's actually 80 or probably more different names for mineral oil in ingredient lists to fool the consumer. It's under all of these things that you would think are healthy.
Right.
Go ahead, I'm gonna put this on your lips. We're just gonna get them hydrated right now, and you're gonna love the hydration of this. This is not necessarily a lip color. It's really to hydrate and get you ready for a lipstick. So and actually it's quite beautiful, just natural.
Now I notice I always get dryness right on the sides.
So that's maybe where you would want to do a little extra oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wherever you're feeling the extra dryness. All right, so what do we think so far? Should I make the other one?
I like it so far. That's finished.
Do you want me to do the bottom lashes too? Do you ever do bottom lashes?
I do bottom lashes.
Okay, so go ahead and look up for me. Let's see. Not as many as there is right on the top. So, you know, the cool thing about it is if you can get more than I can.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Then you can just kind of
Just
get
a little bit to help widen the look of the eye.
Okay. Yay.
Yay. That looks
So you can see the difference.
Right, definitely. Thank you.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Are we cutting here and then you put on your makeup and we do it separate because I'll have to step on the other side of you. You want me to finish?
Well, I want to try.
You want to try? Okay, let's do that.
Oh, wait. Do I need to finish this?
I'm going to finish. Yeah. So I'm going to do some blush. I like the bigger end brushes. This one's also a nice blush. I actually use a side angled brush. One thing I do recommend getting is the Arbonne brushes. They make really, really great brushes.
Okay, it has an angle to it.
It has an angle to it. So I do like this brush. What is your favorite brush? What do you normally use?
I use this because I'm not that big of a person.
So I'm going to use both of these colors together.
Okay.
Okay. And I always kind of spread. And what I do is, just go ahead and smile for me. I like red, the pink, right there on the smile part of you, right?
Okay.
Right on the smile. I'm not going to do that side. You're going to do that side. And then I go straight up underneath the eye. Okay. And so we do a C. Once you have that, then I say come up here and do a C.
Do a C. Oh, very interesting.
And then another C.
Yeah.
A C and another C.
Do you put it on the chin?
No.
No. Okay.
We used to back in the day, but we don't do that as much anymore.
Okay.
Yes. On the chin, we typically, so then you have, so she has, this is her blush that she has. This color, just for reference, because I don't have my glasses on. How funny is that? Blush Duo, it's my jam. It's the melon one. Then we have the contouring and lifting set. This is the best thing. Isn't it so good?
I love it.
So the different colors are Stardust. It's funny because mine's on the back. So Stardust, Moonstone, Twilight, and Meteor. Okay. I do use this one, which is the Moonstone, a little bit here as well. Sometimes I do like that as a blush. I keep wanting to go the other side, but I'm not.
So you're actually taking and mixing all of these different blushes together.
I do. It depends on. Yeah, because if you notice, my blush looks like that.
Okay.
It's pretty bright, but it doesn't come off that bright.
Okay.
But this is this was if you notice, my set was very similar when we were helping you pick.
Right.
To what I get. Very similar.
Very similar in color.
Very similar. So.
Not quite as bright.
Not quite as bright. I'm more red toned. So.
Yeah.
So what I do here now is there's a matte contouring, a matte, and this one is, it's the Meteor. So this one I like to actually do in the neck. So go ahead and lift up.
Oh, I've never done the neck.
So I always get my neck a little bit darker, because when people stop just on their face, it doesn't always go all the way down. And I think when we do our neck, it just really sets a tone. Plus this is the shadowing. So then they also say the shadow right here of you want to hide. So we want to hide these things, right? The things that we want to hide, we go a little bit darker.
Okay. Now I know it's a common thing for all women that have, I don't like to use the word older. I'm trying to find a better word for that.
Fine wine, like a fine wine.
Well, I was thinking that too, but that's not quite where I want to go, because the skin isn't as firm here like it used to. I always call this my turkey.
We have neck firming.
So you have neck firming? Okay.
We have neck firming lotions that help with the firming.
Because I call this my turkey gobble, you know.
There's also like different massage stuff and things that I can show you, techniques to help release, because what's happening is it looks like this because other things are so tight. So if we release the other things, then it will just be.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm coming back in. So we did underneath here with the darker, and then I'm actually, go ahead and smile again for me. So I'm gonna put this on, actually higher than normal. A lot of people go underneath the bone, and I'm gonna put it right on top, right there. So it brings in that that cheekbone.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
I have never thought about mixing those colors.
Hey, you're supposed to. The whole thing's supposed to be like interplayed. And then this one, which is like a shiny, this one is where you would do like, you know, the shiny.
Okay.
That's that shine that you were thinking of. And you can even bring it onto your cheek a little bit if you want.
And this takes you 5 minutes to do?
Yeah, because I do it pretty quick. Yeah.
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 And once you learn what you're doing, yes, you can.
It's really quick. It's literally wash my face really quick, right?
Yeah.
I do my eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
I do the primer.
Right.
I slap on a couple colors. That took me a couple seconds. I got this. I get this a little bit of color. I put it on the bottom.
Okay.
Takes you a lot better than trying to do the liner. Mascara, and you're done. I mean, it really is 5 minutes when you get it done.
Okay.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between the two sides of my face.
Yeah.
This is still, it just makes my face look more alive. I don't want to say a lot of.
I say it's lifted. I want to say everything looks lifted.
Okay. And that's what we're trying to do.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're opening up the eye, we're lifting everything, and we're enhancing what we already have. We're not covering up, we're enhancing. Right. So when we're working with something, it's easier than, you're using less. That's why it takes 5 minutes, because you're not trying to change a bunch of stuff. We're just enhancing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks really good. Well, I'm going to try it on myself a little later.
Yes, yes.
But this has been really fun.
Yes.
I love this.
We'll get it. We'll do it this way so we can stop and get a picture.
Yeah.
You'll turn your head just that way.
Okay. I have to do the face on my own, but the other side of the face on my own.
This is a great color too. Why don't I show the color? The colors come in a matte with a gloss. So this one here, let me just make sure is the matte. Yeah. So they're very just nice light colors. Again, this is the matte color going on top. She got very neutral stuff, which is what I personally like. When someone calls me and says, you know what, I want to look like I'm not wearing any makeup, but I want to feel good, you know? I think makeup should not look like it's being worn. I feel like it should be, again, enhancing what we already have. It's always fun to do it sitting. Okay, and so then that's the matte, and then we'll come through with the gloss.
Okay.
Oh, I think I did it backwards. I did do it backwards. But it doesn't matter, because I did it backwards with mine earlier too. But look at how pretty.
I always do that.
And so I actually have, I think I showed you this color. I love that kind of stuff.
Now I've been noticing on some of the advertising they now have lipsticks for women over the age of 60, okay? So does Arbonne have something in there?
Arbonne is for people who have skin. There's nothing, I mean, I think that's just a marketing scheme, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't know what that means.
Well, I don't know what that means either, but I see it has all these fancy little cases, and I'm sure it's the same thing on them.
When it has a fancy case, you're paying for that fancy case.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. This is a plastic, which is great. These ones are glass. Even like, you know, these bottles are glass too for recycled purposes and for sustainability. But if you notice, the cleanser is plastic because you take it into your shower, it might drop, so they put it in plastic. But everything is really thought about.
This is a recyclable?
Everything is recyclable. Okay. All the glass is recyclable. Everything here, the tops, all of these tops, all the plastic, it all goes into the box and you send it back to Arbonne. Everything. Once you've used it.
Okay, once you use it.
Yeah, once you've used it. And again, TerraCycle will recycle it and make park benches and do wonderful things with it.
That's really good. I like that the company gives back.
Yeah, I do too.
Back to the community.
Great colors on you. You'll have to get this out.
That's good. The only thing that I would do a little different, because I do a lot of stuff on Zoom.
Yeah.
I would add a little bit.
You need more color on your lips.
On the lips.
100%. I don't think that that's the right color for you. In fact, let me just, for fun, let me just see, because I know I did bring all of my.
Because I brought some lipsticks in.
I have like all of the colors in here. So I actually would say for you, oh, that's pretty too. It's a little too.
See this, one of these.
This is a
I use this one a lot.
Oh, yeah. Which one is, that's beautiful. Yeah, put that on. That's gorgeous. That's exactly what I would pick for you. And I pat. Do you pat? You rub it or pat?
I just put it on.
So I normally pat because they're very smooth and they go on like there's a lot of pigment. That's beautiful. And they're very soft. They smell really great. The one thing that I've always loved about our stuff is that it smells really good, and if it accidentally gets into your mouth, it doesn't taste bad.
Right.
You know, lotions taste horrible. I bite my nails. I know. And I also play ukulele and play piano, which is why I've kept the short nails. But in general, growing up, after touching something and then horrible. But all of this stuff, I mean, even the lotions taste good because they're made from what it says it's made from. Mm-hmm. So it's quite amazing.
It's really good. No, I like their products, but I do have nails.
Yes, I know. I miss my nails, but I have an excuse because my ukulele. All right, so you look beautiful, and there's a lot of different things here, so we don't want to overwhelm you, but everything will be personally done for you if you yeah.
And one of the great things about working with an Arbonne consultant, basically Jessica right here, we're going to have posted how to connect with Jessica. All I did was call her up and said, hi, do you remember me? But you don't have to say that, okay? And can you help me with my Arbonne products? Now, I started talking earlier about I've used Arbonne probably for about 25 years. I've gone away from it, and I always come back to it because I haven't found anything that's any better than Arbonne. I like what the company represents, okay? As I said, I've used a couple of other competitors that are similar, but I always come back here.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And it's great. It's great. All you have to, doesn't matter if you're watching this and you're living in Florida, you can contact Jessica.
And I'm not a makeup artist, so if I can do this, you can do this.
Okay. And it's been fun.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah. So we'll let you know how to get a hold of Jessica, and of course we're going to put up there how to get a hold of me.
100.
You can. Jessica is on Facebook. You see her doing all kinds of things on Facebook.
You can find me on Instagram and under Be Real with Jess.
Okay.
Yep. And I have another page too, but for different things. But find me on with Be Real with Jess for anything Arbonne related or health related. Yeah. I help people heal their gut. I help people work from the inside out.
We can talk about that at another time.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
But this is really great. So you can find her on there. You can also find me under Benefits for You too. You can just Google me and you'll see my reviews, okay?
Wonderful.
And I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and other things, okay?
Well, I'm excited to help her do the other side of her face so that she can it looks so good. I
love this. I love the left side of my face.
I love it. It looks
really
great.
good. But it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, and it doesn't look heavy.
Yeah, it looks really
And
great.
one thing I like about the eyes is that I see so many senior women who outline the whole eye, and it almost hurts to look at them.
It actually I think what it does is it brings attention to what you don't want attention to.
Right.
It's not making everything kind of blend. Again, you're right, 100%.
100%. So I mean, it's just, and as I said, it almost hurts to look at them. Okay.
This is so soft, so beautiful,
And this is
and elegant. It's elegant, and it takes a couple minutes. This is you could wear this in the day going to an event. You could do
Right.
this, early evening for cocktails.
Yeah.
And then keep that black, in your pocket, in your purse, and
Yeah.
maybe do a little bit underneath your mascara, just on the inside, not on the outside. And there you go.
Okay. So thank you everyone for joining us today. This has been a lot of fun, and I hope to see you very soon.